Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super stoked to be filming my memory spread for the week of September 27th through October 3rd. This is going to be a collab plan with me with Amy from Amy Ray Plans. I will have all of her links down in the description box down below, her YouTube, the specific link to this video, her Instagram, all the above. Anyways, so let's get on to talking about this spread, which I'm super excited about. So October 1st actually marks the start of the 50th anniversary celebration at Disney World. So naturally, I'm going to be using the magical 50th kit from SPC, which is just like a masterpiece. Like it's chef's kiss. Like it's beautiful. I'm super excited about this kit, and I have high hopes for how the spread is going to turn out. I just love the colors, everything about it, the artwork, obviously exclusive artwork. I don't know what else to say about it. So didn't go to Disney this week, wish I had, but we're still celebrating the 50th anyways. So that is the kit. I did get the 15mm washi add-on, and then I'm going to use this tall girl here. And then obviously I am pairing this with Sparkly Hollow, and I got all of the Mickey head items from SPC to go with it. So we have the larger Mickey heads, the confetti ones. I have 3 sheets of the full box overlays, a sheet of the header overlays, and then 2 sheets of bougie. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started putting down the base of the spread. I am going to be answering some Disney related questions while I do that. And let's just see how this goes. I am gonna use an extender box because I want to use all of the full boxes that came with the kit. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I will be right back. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be answering about 10 Disney related questions while I put down the base of the spread, and then Amy is going to be answering 10 different questions in her plan with me, so I'm going to make sure to have all of her information linked in the description box down below so you guys can make sure to check out her portion of the collab. But we are just going to go ahead and get started with my 10 questions. So the first question is, what is your favorite villain song? So this is easily Friends on the Other Side by Dr. Facilier and Princess and the Frog. I don't know why I love that song so much, but it's so catchy, and I just find myself randomly singing it in my head throughout the day most days. I just love that song so much, so definitely Friends on the Other Side. Next up is, what is your least favorite Pixar film? Easily any of the Cars movies or the Planes movie. I hate them. I don't know why. I watched them once and I'm never going to watch them again. So yeah, any of the Cars movies for that question. Next up, what is your least favorite song? So there's quite a few songs that I hate, but I'm not going to list all of them because that would take forever. But just a couple of them are Savages from Pocahontas. Enough said, hate that song. And then also You're Welcome by from Moana. I know, unpopular opinion, but I just find that song very annoying. So the next question is, movies that make you cry. The number one Disney Pixar film that makes me bawl my eyes out is The Good Dino. Now I know that movie is super underrated. Honestly, it had a ton of bad reviews when it came out, but I watched that movie one time and I went into like a state of depression for like a month after it. It was so incredibly sad. I cried throughout like 80% of the movie. Like, one of the saddest Disney movies I've ever seen. And of course there's other ones, like I cried in Up, of course, Coco, duh, Toy Story 3, obviously, but nothing compared to The Good Dino. Next up is a movie that makes you laugh. So there's quite a few in this category, of course. So just to name a few: Emperor's New Groove, Mulan, Simply Because of Mushu, Big Hero 6, and then also Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. I find very funny. So next up is Overrated Movie. For this one, I would have to say Frozen. I do love Frozen, but I just think it's just a little overhyped. Like, it's a good movie, but it's not great, if I'm being completely honest. So that would be my answer for that one. And then next up is Saddest Death. There's a few here. Ellie from Up was so devastating. Obviously, Arlo's dad from The Good Dino. If you guys haven't seen it, like I said, highly recommend. But yeah, I think those are like the top two for me, if I'm being honest. Next up is a song that always gets stuck in your head. For this one is I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. Love that song. One of my favorites, as well as Flower Gleam and Glow, like the hair song from Tangled. I don't know if that's like the official name of it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Next question is the first movie, sorry if you heard that, my phone just like, I hit my phone, sorry. Anyways, the first movie you saw. So I honestly don't remember the first movie I saw. I know this is not the answer, but this is the first movie I have memory seeing, and the first movie I remember seeing in theaters, and that is Winnie the Pooh. There's so many Winnie the Pooh movies, I honestly don't know which one it was, but I do remember my dad taking me to see Winnie the Pooh when I was like in elementary school, which was a big deal because my dad hates going to the movie theaters. So next up, and actually, no, not the last question. Second to last question. The saddest scene from your favorite movie. So this one was a little harder to answer because honestly, some of my favorite movies don't really have any sad parts in them. Like Zootopia is one of my favorite movies, and I don't know that I shed a tear throughout the entire movie. Yeah. So other than that, my favorite movie would be Tarzan. So I guess the scene where Kerchak dies, or when Tarzan's parents die, something like that. But yeah, anyways, the final question is the most underrated movie. This is such an easy question for me. There's 3 movies that I feel are super underrated and do not get the recognition that they deserve. Number 1, The Good Dino. We've been over this a couple times in this portion of the video. Watch it. Let me know what you think. Like, you just have to watch it, and bring a box of tissues when you watch it. Next up would be Emperor's New Groove. That is a gem of a movie. It is comedy gold. You need to watch it. And then finally is A Bug's Life. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's amazing. Sit down, watch it. You will not regret it. Anyways, yeah, that is it for the Q&A portion of this video. So now we will get into the day today. So Monday was just your average school day for me. I went to class in the morning, uploaded a video, came home and watched some YouTube videos before taking a much needed nap. There were some things that happened this evening that like super stressed me out and made me like physically ill and nauseous. We're good, we're fine, but it was a lot. So yeah, and then my hot water was off, so I couldn't take a shower this evening. And then something super traumatizing happened. I was just sitting at my desk doing homework and whatnot, and I heard a car screech its wheels outside my apartment, and then I heard a cat yowling like it was just in excruciating pain. So obviously I knew that a cat got hit by a car, and there was a stray cat that hung out by the dumpsters of my apartment complex that I had been trying to get close to and gain its trust, because You know, some cats are just meant to be feral, but I'm always afraid with stray cats that they're gonna get hit by a car, get in a cat fight, get attacked by an animal, whatever. So if I'm able to save them, I try, you know, so especially with kittens, and this one was obviously a fairly young cat, so I had been trying to gain its trust to hopefully get it a new home, and hopefully it would stay indoors and be nice and safe. But anyways, yeah, I heard a cat get hit by a car outside my apartment. I rushed to get my shoes on, and then I ran into the kitchen to grab some of Figaro's food to try and lure it towards me if I found it. Sorry if you can hear the super loud truck outside right now, but yeah, the screaming that I heard, it just sounded like it was right outside my apartment. So by the time I rushed and got my shoes on and grabbed Figaro's food, the sound like disappeared. I opened my door and it went silent. So I spent like an hour walking around my apartment complex trying to see it, trying to hear it, and nothing. So I don't know what happened to it. I have not seen it since. It's been a week now and have not seen that cat. I'm afraid it might have just ran off into a ditch and died, unfortunately. So yeah, super traumatic. I'm super sad that I wasn't able to save him, but yeah, I have to expect the worst when it comes to that stuff. But anyways, nothing else super exciting happened. On Friday, I did go home to visit my parents. I had been planning to go home this weekend for a while because I have to leave Winnie and Figaro in the care of my parents. Figaro is getting neutered this coming Friday, the 8th, so and I'm having him neutered at the vet clinic that I used to work at, which is an hour and a half away from where I am now, in the city that my parents live in, obviously. So I wanted to drop Winnie and Figaro off this weekend just in case I wasn't able to get out of class early enough on Friday to drop them off and pick them up. I just felt like, for sure, I thought, like, you know, I'm not going to be able to drop him off at 7:30 in the morning on Friday with my classes. Now I'm thinking I'm probably just going to skip my Friday class and go home Thursday evening so that I could be the one to drop him off and pick him back up, because frankly, I don't trust my parents to keep him from eating the dog's food and stuff pre-surgery, because, you know, you're not supposed to eat the night before surgery. So I don't trust my parents. He begs for food so much that they're just going to cave in and let him eat, and then he's gonna get his pre-anesthetic drugs and get sick, and then they're not gonna do his surgery. So, and we're not doing that because he's 6 months old. He needs to get neutered. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I didn't have to leave Winnie with my parents, but I decided to do it anyways because I felt that she was going to be bored in my apartment by herself when I was going to class and whatnot, and Figaro and her like attached at the hips and they play all day long, so I just felt it was best to keep them together. So that is what I did. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this plan with me. I truly love the way that the spread turned out with the sparkly hollow, and then I did choose to only use black scripts, which I definitely really loved. But yeah, I will have all the shops featured in this video linked in the description box below, and I will see you guys next time.